He's not here. Not now.
Especially here, especially now. Sign it. Your mother's dead and I'm done pretending I care. You've been a burden for 8 years. I married a nurse. I got a charity case.
Gave you everything.
You gave me nothing, no money, no connections, just bills and a dying woman in my guest room.
He stands over her like a judge, delivering a sentence already decided. Beatrice kneels in the mud beside a fresh grave, the earth still dark and raw, the smell of wet soil heavy in the air. Her knees ache, soaked through her stockings, but she doesn't move. Her hands shake as she looks up at him, at Gregory, at the man she married 8 years ago, the man who is supposed to be holding her right now. "I want a divorce," he says. Her breath catches. "Gregory, please. Not here. Not now. Especially here. Especially now." Her voice cracks under the weight of the moment, of the coffin still settling behind her, of her mother's name carved too fresh into stone. "Sign it." She looks at the white envelope in his hand, confusion flickering through her grief. Your mother's dead," he cuts in, his voice sharp, impatient. "I'm done pretending I care." The words hit harder than the cold wind. He steps closer, looming. Beatrice stays on her knees, frozen beside the grave. He holds out the envelope. Divorce papers, already signed, signature neat and bold, dated today. Today, the day of the funeral. "You've been a burden for 8 years, he continues, his tone cold, surgical. "I married a nurse, got a charity case." Her chest tightens. "I gave you everything," she whispers. "You gave me nothing," he snaps. "No money, no connections. It's just bills and a dying woman in my guest room." He drops the envelope onto her lap. It lands crookedly, half on her dress, half in the wet earth, already smudged with mud. She stares at it, unable to breathe. "You're free now," Gregory says. "And so am I." Then he turns and walks away. Shoes clean, coat untouched by grief or soil. Beatrice doesn't know that what she's holding will destroy him. She doesn't know about the 100 million reasons why Gregory just made the worst mistake of his life. If you've ever wanted to watch karma work, stay. 3 weeks earlier, 6 o'clock in the morning, Beatrice Walker wipes down the kitchen counter for the 3rd time, even though it's already clean. The house smells faintly of antiseptic and stale coffee. She hasn't slept. From the guest room, the steady hum of a breathing machine fills the silence, mechanical and unforgiving. Her mother, stage 4. Hospice said weeks, maybe days. Beatrice took unpaid leave from the hospital. 12 years as a pediatric nurse, and now she can't even clock in. Her savings are gone. Every last dollar. Gregory sits at the kitchen table, scrolling through his phone, thumb flicking lazily across the screen. He doesn't look up. Hasn't looked up in months. Called the insurance company again, Beatrice says quietly. They denied the claim. Of course they did, Gregory replies, flat. No sympathy, no eye contact. I can pick up extra shifts next month, she says, then stops herself. After she stops, she can't finish the sentence. After what? Gregory asks, finally setting his phone down. After she dies. You think one extra shift covers what this is costing me? He says, his eyes finally meeting hers. Us, costing us. Beatrice repeats softly. No, he corrects. Me. I pay the mortgage. I pay the utilities. I pay for everything, while you play nurse to a woman who should be in a facility. Her hands remain pressed to the counter. She's my mother. She's a financial drain. Gregory stands and straightens his tie. Expensive Italian silk. Flawless. He wears his money like armor. I have a showing in Buckhead, he says. Don't wait up. The door clicks shut behind him. Beatrice stands alone in the kitchen, the breathing machine humming like a countdown. She walks into the guest room. Her mother lies small beneath the blankets, skin thin, fragile, breaths shallow. Beatrice sits beside the bed and takes her mother's hand. I'm sorry, she whispers. I'm sorry he's like this. Her mother's eyes open, cloudy, but aware. Baby girl, she murmurs. Ow. Don't apologize for him. Don't ever apologize for him. Beatrice swallows. You should have nothing, her mother interrupts gently. You did everything right. You married wrong. It's not your fault. Beatrice wants to defend Gregory. 8 years of marriage. There had been good times. Hadn't there? But she can't remember them anymore. Mother squeezes her hand, weak but deliberate. You're stronger than you know. When I'm gone, you'll see, Mama. Don't. When I'm gone, her mother repeats. Promise me you won't let him make you small. Promise me. Tears fall as Beatrice nods. I promise. Good, her mother whispers, closing her eyes. Now go, you have work. Beatrice doesn't have work. She's on leave, but she understands. Her mother wants quiet. She kisses her mother's forehead and leaves the room. She doesn't know this is the last real conversation they'll have. She doesn't know her mother spent the previous week with a lawyer. She doesn't know about the company, shares, the inheritance, the will signed, certified, and locked away. All she knows is that Gregory is pulling away, money is tight, her mother is dying, and she feels small, powerless, and alone. She sits on the couch and stares at nothing. The house is too quiet except for the machine. Her phone buzzes. A text from Gregory. Client dinner late. No, I love you. No. How's your mom? Just information. Transactional. Beatrice sets the phone down. She doesn't cry. She's too tired to cry. 3 weeks later, her mother stops breathing, and Gregory finally gets what he's been waiting for. October 22nd, 6:30 in the morning. Dorothy Walker takes her last breath. Beatrice is holding her hand when it happens. The machine goes silent. No alarm, just silence. Heavy and final. Beatrice doesn't scream. She doesn't collapse. She strokes her mother's hair and whispers goodbye. Gregory is asleep in their bedroom. She doesn't wake him. By 10 o'clock, 30 people gather at Greenwood Cemetery. It's a small service. Beatrice's co-workers, a few neighbors, Reverend Thomas Grant from the community church. Gregory stands apart in a black suit, expensive watch glinting in the sun, face blank. He checks his phone twice during the opening prayer. Beatrice reads the eulogy. Her voice cracks on the second line. My mother taught me that dignity isn't what you have. It's what you keep when everything's taken away. She can't continue. The paper shakes. Reverend Grant steps forward and finishes reading for her. The casket lowers. Ropes creak. Dirt hits wood. Each shovel too loud, too real. Beatrice stands at the edge, knees weak. Someone hands her a white rose. She drops it into the grave and watches it disappear into shadow. People hug her, murmur condolences. She nods, thanks them. Feels nothing. Grief hasn't arrived yet, only numbness. Gregory shakes hands, accepts sympathy, plays the supportive husband, but his jaw is tight, his eyes cold. He keeps checking his watch. By noon, everyone leaves. Even Reverend Grant, who touches Beatrice's shoulder and says softly, "Take your time, child. She's alone now." Just her and the grave and the October wind tugging at her black dress. She kneels, mud soaking through her stockings. Cold, wet, she doesn't care. "I'm sorry, Mama," she whispers. "I'm so sorry for what?" She isn't sure. For not being enough. For marrying Gregory. For not saving her. Footsteps approach behind her. Slow, deliberate. She doesn't turn. Gregory stops beside the grave. He doesn't kneel, doesn't comfort her. He just stands. "Beatrice," he says. His voice is different. Colder than she's ever heard his voice. Beatrice looks up slowly. Gregory is holding a white envelope, clean and stiff against the gray sky. It looks out of place here, too sharp, too deliberate among mud, flowers, and grief. "What is that?" she asks, though something inside her already knows. "Open it." Her hands tremble as she reaches for the envelope. The paper feels heavier than it should. She pulls it open, tears the seal without realizing she's crying, and slides the contents out. Legal documents, printed, professional, precise. Her eyes skim the first page, the words blurring, refusing to arrange themselves into meaning. Then they do. Petition for dissolution of marriage. Divorce papers. Her breath leaves her all at once. She stares at the date, reads it again, as if it might change. October 22nd today. The day of her mother's funeral. "You're joking," she whispers. "I'm not," Gregory replies. "This is necessary." He crosses his arms, posture closed, final. "I've been planning this for months. Wanted to wait until after, out of respect." Respect? Her voice rises despite herself. "My mother's on the ground right there, right in front of us. And now you can move on," he says calmly. "We both can." She pushes herself to her feet. Her legs barely hold her weight. The world tilts, but she stays standing. 8 years, she says, disbelief sharpening her words. 8 years of marriage, and you do this here now? I can't do this anymore, Beatrice, Gregory says. You've become a burden. The medical bills, the time off work, the constant crisis. I married a partner. I became dependent. The words hit like fists. Each one lands, each one bruises. I gave you everything, she says, her voice shaking but loud enough now. You gave me debt. You gave me obligation. You gave me a dying woman in my house for 6 months. That was my mother, she snaps. That was my problem. His face doesn't change. Stone, no regret, no hesitation. Sign the papers. My lawyer will contact you next week. I've already moved half the funds from our joint account. You'll get what's fair. Fair, the word burns. Beatrice's vision blurs, not from tears this time, but from rage, pure, cold, clarifying. She feels it settle into her bones, sharp and steady. A voice cuts through the air. Son, what are you doing? Reverend Thomas Grant is walking back toward them. He saw everything, heard everything. This is private, Gregory says sharply. This is cruelty, the Reverend replies, stepping between them. He turns to Beatrice, his eyes filled with concern. Child, are you all right? She can't speak, can't breathe. Gregory walks past them, heading toward his car. Then he stops, turns back. I'll send movers for my things on Friday, he says. Don't be there. Then he's gone. The engine starts. Tires crunch against gravel. Silence returns, heavier than before. Beatrice stands beside her mother's grave, divorce papers clutched in her hands. Reverend Grant stands beside her, stunned, horrified, saying nothing, because there is nothing that can soften this. She looks down at the documents again. Gregory's signature is already there, already signed, already decided, already done. What she doesn't know is that 3 days ago, her mother signed different papers. And everything Gregory thinks he knows is about to collapse. By Monday morning, the story spreads. Beatrice returns to work at Fulton General Hospital, pediatric unit. She's been here 12 years. She knows every nurse, every doctor, every janitor by name. They know her, or they did. Now they whisper. She walks into the break room. Conversation stops. 3 nurses sit at the table, look at her, look away, then resume talking in lower voices. She pours herself coffee. Her hands are steady. Her face is calm. Inside, she's breaking. Sarah Martinez, a coworker she's known for 5 years, approaches her cautiously. Beatrice, I'm so sorry about your mom, thank you. Sarah hesitates. Is it true? About the divorce? Who told you? People are talking. Beatrice sets her coffee down slowly. What are they saying? Sarah shifts, uncomfortable. That maybe he had reasons. Financial reasons. That's what people are saying, Beatrice understands in that moment. The narrative is already written. Gregory got there first. By Tuesday, the rumors are everywhere. The hospital grapevine is efficient and cruel. She hears fragments in hallways, sees it in faces. She was using him. He paid for everything. Her whole family always asking for money. Gold Digger knew what she was doing when she married him. None of it is true. All of it sticks. Wednesday morning, HR calls her in. Carter sits behind a desk, sympathetic smile carefully measured. Beatrice, we've received concerns. What concerns? About your personal situation and how it might affect your work. My mother died 5 days ago, Beatrice says quietly. Back early. I'm doing my job. Of course, Margaret replies. We appreciate that. But there have been complaints from parents about distraction, about emotional availability. Beatrice's jaw tightens. Which parents? Margaret doesn't answer. We're not taking action. We just want you to be aware. Perhaps some additional time off. I don't need time off, Beatrice says. I need to work. Of course, just be mindful. Mindful. Code for we're watching you. Code for one more complaint, and we'll act. Beatrice leaves the office, goes to the restroom, locks herself in a stall, sits on the closed toilet, and breathes. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. You think you can take him for everything? He's smarter than you? She deletes it. Another message. Different number. Gold Digger. Delete. Another. He deserves better. She stops deleting. Lets them pile up. Evidence of what? She isn't sure yet. but evidence. By Thursday, someone leaves a printout on her locker. Just one word, bold and centered. Burden, she takes it down, folds it carefully, and puts it in her bag. Friday, Gregory sends movers to the apartment. She isn't there. She's staying with her Aunt Ruth in a one-bedroom in East Atlanta. The couch pulls out. It's enough. Gregory takes the furniture, the TV, the kitchen table, half the dishes. He leaves her the old couch, the microwave, and a lamp that doesn't work. Ruth watches from the window as the moving truck pulls away. That man is rotten. Beatrice doesn't respond. She sits on the pull-out couch, staring at her phone. More messages, more blocked numbers. She doesn't read them anymore. She just counts. 12 today, 15 yesterday. Someone is organizing this, feeding the story, weaponizing people. Gregory has money, connections, a network that believes him because belief is easier than investigation. Saturday, she goes to the grocery store and sees a neighbor from the old building. The woman sees her and turns away, pretending she didn't. Sunday, she goes to church and sits in the back. Reverend Grant sees her and nods. After the service, he approaches. "Are you holding up?" "I'm fine." "You're not fine," he says gently. No one would be. She wants to argue, wants to insist, but her eyes fill with tears. She blinks them back, voice dropping to a whisper. They believe him. Everyone believes him. The words come out flat, exhausted, stripped of fight. Beatrice sits across from Reverend Grant in the quiet church office, hands folded in her lap like she's afraid they'll start shaking again. Grant's expression hardens, not with anger, but with certainty. "Not everyone," he says. "I was there. I saw what he did." She lets out a breath that sounds almost like a laugh. One witness against 100 rumors. Truth doesn't need a majority, Grant replies. She just needs time. She doesn't believe him, not really. But she nods anyway, because she has nothing else to hold on to. By Monday, 1 week after the funeral, she's lost 5 pounds. She can't eat, can't sleep. Food tastes like nothing, or worse, makes her nauseous. She moves through her days on muscle memory alone. At work, she checks vitals, administers medication, kneels beside hospital beds and smiles at children who still trust her completely. They don't know. But the parents watch her more closely now. Their eyes linger a second too long. The nurses whisper when they think she can't hear. The world has decided who she is. Not a victim, an opportunist, a leech, a burden. Monday night, Gregory texts her. It's the first direct contact since the cemetery. "My lawyer will be in touch. Don't drag this out. You won't win." She stares at the message for a long time. Then she doesn't reply. Another text comes in minutes later. "You have nothing. I have everything." She exhales slowly. Except reality, she thinks, but doesn't type it. Instead, she sets the phone down and looks across the room at Aunt Ruth, who's folding laundry on the coffee table. "I need a lawyer," Beatrice says. Ruth nods without hesitation. "I know someone, Diane Foster. She's good. Good usually means expensive." "She's expensive," Ruth admits, "but call her anyway. Tell her I sent you. She owes me a favor." Beatrice calls and leaves a voicemail, not expecting a response. 30 minutes later, the phone rings. "This is Diane Foster," a woman's voice says. "Ruth says you need help. Tell me everything." Beatrice says, "God. The funeral, the divorce papers, the rumors, the harassment, the isolation." Diane listens without interrupting, letting silence do its work. When Beatrice finishes, there's a long pause. "Do you have assets he doesn't know about?" Diane asks. "No," Beatrice says quietly. "I have nothing." "Then why is he so aggressive?" "I don't know. Men like that don't panic without reason," Diane says. "There's something here, something he's afraid of." "Like what?" "That," Diane replies, "is what we're going to find out." For the first time in a week, Beatrice feels it. A flicker, small, fragile, barely there hope. What neither of them knows is that tomorrow, a lawyer 20 minutes away will call with news that changes everything. And Gregory's panic is about to make perfect sense. Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Beatrice sits in a waiting room on Peachtree Street, hands clasped tightly in her lap. Matthews and Associates, estate planning. The receptionist had called 3 days ago, said it was urgent regarding her mother's estate. Beatrice assumed bills, paperwork, loose ends. She was wrong. Harold Matthews opens his office door. Silver hair, wire-rimmed glasses, calm, measured authority. "Miss Walker," he says, smiling gently. "Come in." She sits. He opens a thick file and pulls out a document with a red seal. "Your mother came to see me 6 weeks ago," he says. "She updated her will, made arrangements." He slides the document across the desk. Certified copy, dated October 15th. 1 week before her death. Treese says. "My mother didn't have anything." Matthews smiles patiently. "It's Walker. Your mother owned 30% of Reliable Logistics Corporation." Betrayal blinks. "My father worked for a shipping company." "He didn't just work there," Matthews says. "He co-founded it." 1987. When he passed, his shares transferred to your mother. She never sold them. The room tilts. Her hands start to shake. "The company was acquired last month," Matthews continues. "LS Global, $340 million? He pauses. "Your mother's 30%, after taxes, comes to approximately $100 million. Silence fills the room. Heavy. Impossible. "She instructed confidentiality until after her passing," Matthews adds. "She didn't want influence. She wanted you to have security. Is this real?" Beatrice whispers. "It's real," he says. "The funds are in escrow. Probate will take 60 days. You are the sole beneficiary." Beatrice thinks of Gregory, standing over her at the grave. "You have nothing? Does anyone else know?" she asks. "Only the acquisition parties," Matthews replies. "Your mother was very clear. Private. My husband filed for divorce the day of her funeral." Matthews leans forward. "Does he know about this?" "No. Consult a divorce attorney immediately," he says. "Before this becomes public, timing matters in Georgia law. He left me because he thought I was broke." "Document that," Matthews says firmly. "Everything." Betrayal stands, legs weak, gripping the edge of the desk. "Can I see it?" He hands her the will. She reads her mother's words. "To my daughter Beatrice Marie Walker, I leave everything. Not because she needs it, but because she deserves it. She gave up her time, her peace, her marriage to care for me. She is stronger than she knows, and I want her to have the freedom to discover just how strong she can be." Tears fall. She wipes them away, folds the paper carefully. "Thank you, Mr. Matthews." He opens a drawer and pulls out an envelope, handwritten, her name on the front. "She left this for you." Beatrice takes it and doesn't open it until she's in her car. Inside is one sentence. "Don't let him make you small. You promised." She cries then, not grief. Something sharper, brighter, fiercer. Rage. Gregory thought he could discard her, thought she was nothing, thought he was free. He has no idea what he just walked away from. She's not telling him, not yet. First, she builds a case. Then she watches him realize, and she takes everything. She starts the engine and calls Diane Foster. "Diane, it's Beatrice. I need to see you today." What happened? Everything just changed. Diane Foster's office sits above a coffee shop in Virginia Highland. No marble lobby, no corporate shine. Just solid work and a reputation for winning cases bigger firms won't touch. Beatrice climbs the stairs and knocks. The door opens immediately. Diane is 51, gray streaks in her dark hair, sharp eyes, fitted blazer over jeans. She extends a hand. "Come in, sit, talk." Beatrice sits and takes a breath. "My mother left me $100 million. My husband doesn't know. He filed for divorce the day she died." Diane doesn't blink, doesn't react, just nods. Start from the beginning. Beatrice tells her everything. The funeral, the envelope, the texts, the rumors, the harassment at work, the furniture taken. The money moved from their joint account. Diane takes notes. Fast, precise. When Beatrice finishes, Diane sets down her pen. "Gregory Coleman. Real estate. Buckhead office." She exhales slowly. "I know the type. His lawyer will be expensive. Aggressive. They'll try to claim you hid assets. I didn't know about the assets." "Doesn't matter," Diane says. And that's where the real fight begins. "They'll argue you did," Diane says calmly, but her eyes are sharp now. "They'll argue your mother timed the will to circumvent marital property laws. They'll claim intent." "Intent," Betrayal repeats. "Whose intent?" His Diane replies. "And that's what we need to prove." "How?" Betrayal asks. We investigate, Diane says. Already standing. We find the truth. And we stack it so high he can't climb over it. She picks up her phone and dials without hesitation. I know someone. Kenneth Hayes, private investigator. Former IRS. He finds things people don't want found. She puts the call on speaker. 2 rings. Hayes. Kenneth, it's Diane, I need you. When? Now, Diane gives the address. The call ends. He'll be here in 20 minutes, she says. Kenneth Hayes arrives exactly on time. 45, lean. Tired eyes that have seen too much. He carries a worn leather bag and shakes Beatrice's hand firmly. Tell me about your husband, he says. Ex-husband, she corrects softly. Almost. Tell me, he repeats. What? She does. Everything. The funeral. The envelope. The timing. What? The money moved. The cruelty. Kenneth listens without interruption. When she finishes, he opens his bag and pulls out a tablet. Joint accounts, he says. Bank of America. He moved half the money 2 months ago. How much, Diane asks. 23,000. Kenneth types quickly. Password. Don't have access anymore, Beatrice says. He changed it. Doesn't matter, Kenneth replies. I'll get statements through Discovery. He looks up. Cloud storage. Email. Do you share accounts? iCloud family plan, Beatrice says. He set it up years ago. Is he still paying for it? I think so. Then I have access. Kenneth's fingers move fast. People forget, he says. They store everything in the cloud. Photos, documents, emails. They think it's private. It's not. Not if you're paying for family sharing. Diane leans forward. Is that legal? It's a shared account, Kenneth says. She has legal access. I'm just helping her look. 5 minutes pass. Then Kenneth stops. Found something. He turns the tablet toward them. An email thread between Gregory and someone named Vanessa Scott. Subject line. Countdown. Beatrice reads. Can't wait until this is over. 2 more months and I'm free. Dated August. 2 months before the funeral. Another email. September. She has no idea. Keeps asking me to come home early. It's pathetic. Another. October 10th. Her mom's almost gone. A week, maybe 2. Then I file. We can finally start our life. Beatrice's hands shake. The screen blurs. Diane takes the tablet and reads, jaw tightening. Who is Vanessa Scott? Diane asks. Kenneth types. Pulls up a Facebook profile. Blonde, mid-30s, interior designer. Photos of expensive restaurants, luxury vacations. And in 3 photos, Gregory is there, smiling, relaxed, his arm around her waist. Dates going back 2 years. He was planning this, Beatrice whispers. The whole time? Yes, Kenneth says. And he was sloppy about it. He keeps digging. Bank statements, wire transfers. He moved money 8 months ago, Kenneth says. It's not to savings. Offshore, Cayman Islands. $200,000. That's marital money, Diane snaps. He can't do that. He did, Kenneth replies. And there's more. Property records appear on the screen. A house in Buckhead, Kenneth says. 1830 Peachtree Battle Avenue. It's purchased 6 months ago. $450,000. Whose name? Diane asks. Not Gregory's. Vanessa Scott's. Down payment? Diane presses. $90,000 cash. Beatrice feels sick. That's from our account. He withdrew it in March, said it was for a business investment. It was, Kenneth says flatly. In his girlfriend's house, Diane stands and paces. This is fraud, financial abuse. We can prove premeditation. We can show he systematically drained marital assets while planning to divorce her. Can we use this in court? Beatrice asks. Every word, Diane replies. We'll request full financial disclosure. Subpoena bank records. Demand accounting of every dollar. We'll have to explain where it went. Kenneth isn't finished. He pulls up more emails. Different thread. Gregory and James Harrison, his lawyer, need this done fast, before she finds out about the acquisition. Beatrice freezes. He knew about my mother's company. Kenneth scrolls. Not exactly. He knew something was happening, didn't know the amount. Another email from Harrison. If she inherits during marriage, it's marital property. You need to file before probate closes. That's why he did it at the funeral, Diane says quietly. He was racing the clock. If he filed first, Beatrice asks, could he claim half? Not if we prove abandonment, cruelty, and financial misconduct, Diane replies. Georgia law allows deviation from equal division when one party acts in bad faith. She smiles then, cold, sharp. And bad faith, she says, is exactly what we have here. Kenneth closes his tablet. I need 3 days. I'll track every transaction, every property, every hidden account. By Friday, we'll have a complete financial profile. Do it, Diane says. Kenneth leaves. Diane turns to Beatrice. Here's what happens next. We file a motion for a temporary restraining order. Freeze all marital assets. Stop him from moving anything else. Then we demand forensic accounting. He'll fight, Beatrice says. Of course he will, Diane replies. He'll hire the best lawyer money can buy. He'll claim you're vindictive. He'll try to destroy your credibility. She leans forward. But we have something he doesn't. What? The truth and receipts. Diane sits back. I need to ask you something. How far do you want to take this? What do you mean? Do you want a settlement? Diane asks. Or do you want justice? Beatrice thinks about her mother, about the promise, about Gregory standing over her at the grave. Justice, she says. Diane nods. Justice is expensive. It's slow. It's painful. We'll make it ugly. I don't care. Diane smiles. Then we go to war. 3 days later, Kenneth returns. He brings a binder 2 inches thick, financial records, property deeds, email transcripts, phone logs, credit card statements, a complete map of Gregory's deception. He's been planning this for 2 years, Kenneth says. And that's when Beatrice understands. Gregory didn't just betray her. He built his own downfall brick by brick long before she ever knew how strong she was. The offshore account, the girlfriend, the house. Kenneth's voice is steady, almost surgical. He wasn't careless. He was patient, waiting for the right moment. Diane nods once. Not. Her mother's death. Exactly. He thought she'd be vulnerable. Thought she'd sign anything just to make the pain stop. Beatrice flips open the binder. Paper feels heavier than it should. Page after page, numbers aligned like soldiers, dates marching in perfect order. Wire transfers, hopping borders, shell companies stacked inside shell companies. Every lie he ever told her now has a timestamp, a receipt, a trail. There's one more thing, Kenneth says. He slides out a printed still image, grainy, black and white. Security footage, time-stamped. October 22nd, 2:34 p.m. It's Gregory. Standing at a Bank of America ATM. Suit pressed, hair neat, face calm, not a crack of grief. This was taken 3 hours after the funeral, Kenneth says quietly. While you were still at the cemetery. Diane finishes it. He withdrew $50,000, maximum daily limit. Beatrice stares. Her chest tightens. Not with tears. Those are gonna butt with a cold, focused fury. While she was lowering her mother into the ground, he was emptying their account. No hesitation, just a transaction. That's our smoking gun, Diane says. A jury will never forget this image. Beatrice closes the binder. The sound is final. What do we do now? Diane picks up her phone, already moving. Now we file. We let him know the woman he threw away is about to become his worst nightmare. The summons arrives Thursday morning. Hand-delivered Coleman Properties glass doors, marble floors, a lobby designed to intimidate. Gregory opens the envelope, scans the first page. The color drains from his face. Petitioner requests a temporary restraining order on all marital assets pending full financial disclosure and forensic accounting. He doesn't finish reading. Dials immediately. Harrison. I need you now. James Harrison arrives in 40 minutes. Silver hair. Razor smile. Dollar. A $3,000 suit tailored to look effortless. He built his career crushing people like Beatrice. He reads in silence. Sets the papers down slowly. Who's her attorney? Diane Foster? Harrison's jaw tightens. I know her. She doesn't lose often. He flips through exhibits, bank statements, property deeds, emails. His confidence cracks, just a hair. This is bad. This isn't emotion. This is documentation. It's lies. Gregory snaps. It's dated lies. Harrison corrects. Did you move money to the Caymans? Gregory doesn't answer. Did you buy property for Vanessa Scott? Silence. Did you withdraw $50,000 the day of the funeral? I needed it. I don't care, Harrison says flatly. A judge will. A jury will destroy you. He closes the file. How much does she know about the inheritance? Gregory's stomach drops. How do you Dorothy Walker's estate? 100 million. Your wife is the sole beneficiary. Ex-wife, Gregory says weakly. Not yet. You filed after the death. That makes it complicated. It's potentially marital. She didn't know about it. Harrison's eyes lock on him. Can you prove that? Gregory can't. Harrison walks to the window. Here's your reality. Evidence of misconduct, proof of infidelity, asset concealment, and 100 million reasons for her not to fold. You settle. Quietly, generously. No, then you lose badly. I have resources. She's a nurse. She has nothing. She has $100 million in documentation. And the optics are catastrophic. Then change the optics. Harrison picks up his briefcase. I'll file a response. But I'm advising you back down. She fold. Harrison pauses at the door. Which won't by Friday. Gregory counterattacks. He files to dismiss the restraining order. Claims harassment, submits a declaration. My wife has become increasingly unstable. I fear for my safety. He leaks to mutual friends. She's unwell. She's making things up. She's trying to steal what I've built. The narrative spreads. Monday morning, Beatrice wakes up locked out of her email. Password changed. Recovery email changed. She calls Diane. Someone hacked me. Change everything. Document it. Police report. She does. The police take notes. Shrugged. Low priority. Tuesday, a private investigator tails Aunt Ruth. White sedan. Parked for hours. Ruth calls. Shaken. Baby, there's a man outside. Call the police. He leaves before they arrive. Wednesday, Harrison sends a letter. Cease and desist. Defamation. Damages exceeding $5 million. Diane tosses it into the trash. Standard intimidation. Thursday, the hospital calls HR Beatrice. A parent filed a complaint. Claims you were distracted. Inappropriate. Who filed it? I can't disclose. She's placed on administrative leave, paid temporary. I've done nothing. Wrong protocol. Beatrice hangs up and calls Diane. They're coming for my job. Expected, Diane says. Every move he makes is evidence. How much worse does this get? As bad as he can make it, Diane answers, which means he's panicking. And that means we're winning. Friday afternoon, Fulton County Superior Court, Judge Patricia Reynolds presiding. Harrison stands first, smooth, controlled. My client denies all allegations. Petitioner is harassing him to extract an inequitable settlement. Diane rises, calm, precise, deadly. We submitted 43 exhibits, documenting systematic depletion of marital assets, wire transfers, offshore accounts, property purchases. We are not speculating. We are documenting Judge Reynolds' reviews. 10 minutes pass. The room holds its breath. Mr. Harrison, the judge says, your client moved $200,000 offshore 8 months before filing. Explain. Business investment, Your Honor? In the Cayman Islands? Yes. And property purchased under Miss Scott's name? Harrison shifts. Separate transaction. Funded with marital assets, the judge says. She sets the file down. Temporary restraining order granted. All marital assets frozen. Full disclosure in 14 days. Violations will result in contempt. The gavel falls. Gregory's face turns red. Stands. Harrison grips his arm. Outside, Gregory explodes. This is insane. She's nobody. She's your wife, Harrison snaps. But you're making it worse. I'm not the problem. Yes, you are. Unless you listen, you'll lose everything. Gregory yanks free, storms to his car, and drives. His phone rings. He doesn't know it yet, but the nightmare has only just begun. Vanessa Gregory snaps into the phone. Did you win? A pause. Then her voice cautious. No. His jaw tightens. What does that mean? It means we wait. He hangs up without another word. He knows, even if he won't admit it, it's already over. Beatrice sits in her car in the hospital parking lot. 11:07 p.m., the engine is off. Her hands rest on the steering wheel like they've forgotten what to do next. The hospital glows ahead of her white lights, steady, alive. Nurses walk past her car, coffee cups in hand, laughing softly, badges swinging. She should be inside. Administrative leave. She came anyway, drove here out of habit. Sat in the dark and watched everyone else keep living. Her phone lies on the passenger seat. 14 missed calls, 23 unread texts. She hasn't opened a single one. The hearing ended 8 hours ago. She won. The restraining order was granted. Assets frozen. It's on paper, it's a victory. It doesn't feel like one. She hasn't slept more than 3 hours a night in 2 weeks. Food tastes like nothing. Her scrubs hang loose on her body. 9 pounds gone without permission. Her bones ache in places she didn't know could ache. The phone buzzes. Diane, Beatrice answers. Hello, where are you? Diane asks. Hospital parking lot, why? I don't know. Silence stretches. Then Diane's voice softens. Talk to me. Beatrice's grip tightens on the wheel. Can't do this anymore. I can't keep fighting. He's everywhere, my email, my job, following my aunt. It never stops. It will, Diane says. When we finish, maybe I should settle, Beatrice whispers. Give him something. End it. If you settle now, Diane says firmly, he wins. Not just the money, the story, the precedent. Every woman after you loses before she even starts. Beatrice closes her eyes. Tears slide down her cheeks, hot and silent. I'm so tired, I know. I don't know if I'm strong enough. You are. How do you know? Because you're still here, still standing. Beatrice's mind drifts 3 weeks ago, her mother in a hospital bed, skin fragile, voice barely there. You're stronger than you think. She didn't believe it then. She doesn't now. He's taking everything, Beatrice whispers. My job. It's my reputation. My peace. He's trying, Diane says. He hasn't succeeded, it feels like he has. That's the strategy. Break you down. Make you quit. Make you believe you're powerless. I am powerless. You're not. You have evidence, allies. $100 million waiting. You have leverage. It doesn't feel like leverage, Beatrice says. Feels like a target. It's both, Diane replies. And that's what scares him. He's terrified. Of what? A pause. Then, of you. Beatrice lets out a bitter laugh. I don't want to destroy him. Then don't, Diane says. Just see this through. 2 weeks, Kenneth finishes digging. We present everything, and it's done. And if we lose, we won't. I've been doing this 23 years. This is the strongest case I've ever had. He lied. He cheated. He's stolen record. We have him. Beatrice wants to believe her, but she feels hollowed out. I need to go. Where? Aunt Ruth's. I need sleep. Okay, Diane says gently. But Beatrice don't give up. Not now. Not this close. Close to what? To showing him exactly who he threw away. Beatrice hangs up and sits in the dark. Her phone buzzes again. Kenneth Hayes. She answers. Hello? I found it, Kenneth says. His voice is tight, excited. The smoking gun. Her breath catches. What? The ATM footage? October 22nd. 2-30-4 p.m. video. Timestamped. Crystal clear. While you were burying your mother, he withdrew $50,000. Beatrice presses her hand to her mouth. You're sure? Positive? There's no explanation that saves him. She closes her eyes. Something shifts inside her, small, fragile, unfamiliar. Hope, send it to Diane, she whispers. Already did. She's filing first thing tomorrow. Thank you. Don't thank me, Kenneth says. Just win. The call ends. Beatrice sits there breathing. The exhaustion is still there. The fear too. But beneath it, something colder, sharper, focused. Gregory thought he could break her, thought she'd fold. He's about to learn how wrong he was. The story breaks Tuesday morning. Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Page 3. Local section. Nurse battles ex-husband over hidden millions. The article is careful, neutral, no opinion, just facts. Divorce papers served at a funeral. Offshore accounts. A girlfriend of 2 years. ATM withdrawal while a wife grieved. That's enough. The comment section explodes. Hundreds within an hour. Thousands by nightfall. This man is a monster. She deserves every penny. How is this even legal? By Wednesday morning, Beatrice's phone won't stop ringing. Reporters, bloggers, true crime podcasts, everyone wants her voice. Diane handles it all. No comment. Case ongoing. But someone else speaks. Sarah Martinez, her coworker, nurse. She launches a petition on change.org. Support Beatrice Walker against predatory divorce tactics. No exaggeration, just truth. Beatrice Walker is a pediatric nurse who dedicated her life to caring for children. When her mother became terminally ill, she took unpaid leave to provide hospice care. On the day of her mother's funeral, her husband served her with divorce papers and emptied their bank account. She is now fighting for basic fairness and a system designed to protect the powerful, signed to show her she is not alone. It's by 6 p.m. to 200 signatures. By midnight, 500 comments. I went through something similar. Stay strong. She saved my child's life. Now we save hers. Thursday morning, Diane calls. Have you checked your email? No. Someone started a GoFundMe. Legal Defense Fund. Beatrice opens her laptop. $15,000. 300 donors. Messages attached to every donation. $50. You took care of my son in the NICU? Let us take care of you. $100. Praying for you. $25. I don't have much, but you deserve justice. Tears blur the screen. She can't speak. Beatrice, Diane says softly. I'm here. By Friday, the fund passes 25,000. The petition hits 800 signatures. Its local news picks it up Channel 2, Channel 5, Fox Atlanta. Gregory's business page collapses under one-star reviews. Angry comments. Someone posts the ATM photo. Timestamp visible. This is who you're doing business with. Clients cancel, deals stall. His phone never stops ringing. Vanessa Scott deletes her social media, changes her number, disappears. Saturday afternoon, a card is hand-delivered to Aunt Ruth's house. No return address. Inside, a $50 bill. And a note, handwritten, shaky. You saved my baby 3 years ago. Now it's our turn. Premature. 26 weeks you stayed past your shift. You held my hand when I couldn't stop shaking. You told me he'd be okay even when I didn't believe it. Just turned 3. Healthy, loud, happy. Because of you. This isn't much, but it's everything I can give. Thank you for caring. Now let us care for you. No signature, just a name. Emily. Beatrice remembers instantly the baby wrapped in wires, skin almost translucent, the mother sobbing quietly in a plastic chair at 3 a.m. The way Beatrice had stayed long after her shift ended, refusing to leave until the baby stabilized. She sits on Aunt Ruth's couch, card trembling in her hands, and breaks. The sobs come hard, ugly, unstoppable. Aunt Ruth moves closer, wraps an arm around her shoulders. What is it, baby? People remember, Beatrice whispers through tears. Aunt Ruth nods, steady, certain. Of course they do. You've been good to this city for 12 years. The city's just returning the favor. Beatrice looks again at the card, the folded bill, the laptop open on the coffee table, the GoFundMe total climbing, petition signatures rolling in. She's not alone. She never was. She just needed proof. And somewhere across the city, Gregory Coleman is finally realizing it too. The community he ignored is the community that will bury him. Monday morning, 7 a.m. Beatrice is already awake. She didn't really sleep, just drifted in and out of shallow, restless hours. Her phone rings. Kenneth Hayes, I need you at Diane's office. Now, her stomach tightens. What happened? Just come? She's there in 30 minutes. Diane and Kenneth wait in the conference room. Laptop open. Files spread like a battlefield map. Kenneth doesn't waste a second. I got the ATM footage. He turns the laptop. It's play. Black and white security video fills the screen. Bank of America. Peachtree Street branch. Timestamp blinking in the corner. October 22nd, 2024 to 14 hours, 34 minutes, and 17 seconds. 2:34 p.m. a man steps into frame. Black suit, white shirt, funeral tie. Gregory. He inserts the card. Types his PIN, waits, the machine spits out cash. He counts it calm. Methodical slides it into his jacket pocket and walks away. 42 seconds. That's all it took. Kenneth rewinds. Pauses on Gregory's face. Clear, unmistakable. The funeral ended at 12:30, Kenneth says quietly. You stayed at the cemetery until 4. During that window, he drove here and withdrew the maximum daily limit $50,000. Betatri stares at the screen. No grief, no hesitation, just a transaction. He planned this, Diane says. No, down to the minute. Kenneth clicks again. Bank statement. Joint account balance before. $73,000. After withdrawal, $23,000, he took 2/3, Kenneth says, while you were burying your mother. Beatrice can't speak. There's more. Another click. Hotel receipt. The Ritz-Carlton, Buckhead. Check-in time, 3:07 p.m. room booked under Gregory Coleman, charged to his personal card. Another file opens. Hotel lobby security footage. Timestamp, 15:11. Gregory walks through the doors. He isn't alone. Vanessa Scott at his side. Blonde, smiling. Laughing. For hours after your mother's funeral, Diane says. Her voice is ice. He's at a luxury hotel with his girlfriend. Kenneth closes the laptop. This is it. Premeditation, financial abuse, emotional cruelty. Time-stamped, documented, irrefutable. Beatrice finally speaks. What does this mean? Diane stands. Is once. Twice. It means we don't just win, she says. We annihilate him. She turns back, already in motion. We file a supplemental motion. Emergency hearing. Full attachment of evidence. The judge sees this. She rules immediately. When Beatrice asks. This week, possibly sooner. Beatrice walks to the window, looks out at the city stretching beneath them. She feels different now. Still exhausted, but beneath it, something solid. Clarity, he knew, she says quietly. Every step, every minute. Yes, Diane answers. And he thought you'd be too broken to fight. Beatrice turns. Her eyes are steady now. Cold, focused. File it. All of it. I want him to see it. Want him to know. I know, Diane nods. We file today, hearing within 72 hours. Kenneth gathers the files. One more thing. Harrison will try to spin this. Business emergency. Legitimate expenses. Can he? Beatrice asks. Not with this, Kenneth says. Not with the hotel footage. Beatrice's jaw tightens. Let him try. Diane smiles sharp, satisfied. I was hoping you'd say that. The motion is filed by noon, 47 pages, 12 exhibits, ATM footage, bank statements. Hotel receipt, lobby video, timeline, everything. Gregory receives it at 3 p.m. He reads the first page, then the second, then the attachments. His hands start to shake. He calls Harrison. They have everything. Silence, the ATM, the hotel, the footage, the timeline. All of it. Harrison exhales slowly, flat, defeated. Then we're done. What? Gregory snaps. Can't. I can't defend this. No jury will side with you. No judge will excuse it. So what do I do? You settle today, Harrison says. Before the hearing. Before this becomes national. And you pray she doesn't push for charges. Charges. Financial abuse is a crime in Georgia, Mr. Coleman. If she wants to, the DA can prosecute. The line goes dead. Gregory sits alone in his office, staring at the walls as everything collapses. The money, the image, the certainty. He thought he was untouchable. Thought he was smarter. Thought he'd already won. He was wrong about all of it. December 8th, 9 a.m. Fulton County Superior Court. Courtroom 5C. Judge Patricia Reynolds presiding. 20 years on the bench. No patience for games. The gallery is full. Reporters. Beatrice's co-workers. Strangers from the petition. Reverend Grant in the third row. Beatrice sits at the plaintiff's table. Diane beside Hercom, prepared. Gregory sits across the aisle. Harrison beside him, face pale, tie too tight. All rise. Judge Reynolds enters. Black robe, silver hair, sharp eyes. Everyone sits. She looks down at the file. Emergency motion regarding asset preservation, she says. And Gregory knows before a single word is spoken, this courtroom is not going to save him. Ms. Foster, proceed. Diane stands, calm, centered, ruthless with facts. Your Honor, we've submitted evidence showing that Mr. Gregory Coleman engaged in systematic financial abuse, infidelity, and bad faith conduct during his marriage to my client. She clicks the remote. The courtroom screen lights up. On October 22nd, the day of Ms. Walker's mother's funeral, while my client was actively grieving, Mr. Coleman withdrew $50,000 from their joint account. The video plays. Gregory, funeral suit, ATM, cash dispensing. 14 hours, 34 minutes, and 17 seconds. A murmur ripples through the gallery. 4 hours later, Diane continues, voice steady, sharp. Mr. Coleman checked into the Ritz-Carlton Buckhead with Ms. Vanessa Scott, his girlfriend of 2 years. The footage switches. Hotel lobby. Gregory laughing, Vanessa at his side. The room stiffens. This was not impulse, Your Honor, Diane says, lowering the remote. This was premeditation. She sits. Judge Patricia Reynolds doesn't look away from the screen. She turns to Harrison. I hear response. Harrison stands, already losing ground. Your Honor, my client admits to the withdrawal. It was for legitimate business. Judge Reynolds cuts him off, voice razor flat. What business requires withdrawing $50,000 while your wife buries her mother, then checking into a luxury hotel with your girlfriend? Silence, Mr. Coleman, the judge says, eyes locking on him. Stand. Gregory rises, unsteady. Did you withdraw $50,000 on October 22nd? Yes, Your Honor. Why? I needed cash. For what? Silence. Answer the question. I can't remember. Judge Reynolds leans forward. Oh, you can't remember needing $50,000 4 months ago. I was under stress. Your wife's mother had just died, the judge says coldly. She was grieving. And you thought that was appropriate behavior? Gregory doesn't answer. Judge Reynolds picks up the file, reads, sets it down. I have reviewed the exhibits, offshore accounts, property purchases, email correspondence, documented infidelity, clear timeline. She looks at both tables. This court finds clear and convincing evidence of financial misconduct and bad faith. A pause. Heavy final. Temporary restraining order extended indefinitely. All marital assets remain frozen. Gregory's face drains of color. Mr. Coleman will return the $50,000 within 7 days. Another pause. A full disclosure of all accounts within 14 days. Failure will result in contempt. The judge's voice hardens. Additionally, Mr. Coleman will pay Ms. Walker's attorney fees. $75,000 due within 30 days. The gavel strikes. Adjourned. Judge Reynolds exits. For a moment, no one breathes, then whispers. Then applause, soft at first, then louder. Petotris doesn't move. She just sits, breathing. Diane leans close. You won. I know. Across the aisle, Gregory stands frozen. Harrison whispers urgently. Gregory jerks away, storms toward the door, doesn't look back. Outside, reporters surge. Diane steps forward. Ms. Walker is grateful for the court's decision. No further questions. They push into the parking garage. Beatrice gets into her car, sits. Still, her phone buzzes. Unknown number. You think you won. You didn't. This isn't over. She deletes it, blocks the number. It's already over. He just doesn't know it yet. 3 months later, Gregory Coleman settles. $200,000 paid. All claims to the inheritance waived. A non-disclosure agreement signed. He leaves Atlanta in March. Vanessa Scott leaves him 2 weeks after the hearing. No money, no future, no reason to stay. Harrison and Associates faces an ethics investigation. 2 former clients come forward. Same patterns, same tactics. Beatrice returns to work full-time pediatric unit. The complaints vanish. HR apologizes quietly. She doesn't need the money. Probate closes in January. $100 million is fully hers. But she keeps working 3 days a week because nursing isn't what she does, it's who she is. With the rest, she built something bigger. The Dorothy Walker Foundation. $10 million in initial funding. Legal support for women facing predatory divorces, free attorneys, investigators, expert witnesses. Everything Beatrice had. Everything most women don't. 50 applications the first month, 200 by April. Diane and Kenneth join the board. Bono. They take 3 cases immediately. March 22nd. 6 months after the funeral. Beatrice stands at her mother's grave. Fresh flowers, bright sun. You were right, Mama, she whispers. I was stronger than I knew. She traces the name on the stone. Thought burying you would bury me. She stands. He was wrong. Beatrice walks to her car, drives to the foundation office. Work waiting, women waiting. Stories like hers, waiting for someone to believe them. Some men divorce their wives. Others try to bury them. Some women refuse to stay buried. Fate Tales outro. If this story moved you, share it because someone you know may need to hear it today. Justice isn't always fast, but when it comes, it's worth the wait. Subscribe to Fate Tales for more powerful stories about resilience, truth, and people who refuse to stay silent.